Contestant number 7, Terry Spencer. I quit, and so should you. I quit, and so should you, Terry Spencer.
Everyone lies to their kids, particularly when they're little. Now, most of the lies are harmless. If you're good, Santa Claus is going to bring you lots of toys at Christmas. You lose a tooth, a fairy sneaks into your room at night and slides $1 under your pillow. Mommy and Daddy need you to go with Grandma this afternoon because we desperately want to mop the kitchen floor. But Mr. Contest Master, honored dignitaries, fellow Toastmasters, and most welcome guests, not all of the lies are harmless. Some of them can be quite insidious, particularly if they're believed into adolescence and adulthood. They can cause academic failure, emotional turmoil, even financial ruin. And the lie that I believe is at the top of this pile is this: quitters never win. Wrong, wrong, wrong. Winners quit all the time. In fact, I think it is one of the things that separates the winners from everyone down to the losers. Winners know when to quit, they know where to quit, they know why to quit, and they know how to quit. They are not going to throw good money after bad. They are not going to throw good time after bad. And they are especially not going to throw good emotion after bad. Think about your own lives for a moment. We're all winners here, right? Of course we are. How many of you have ever quit a job or even a profession because you knew that if you didn't, you would soon be looking for a really tall building off which to do a swan dive? How many of you have ever quit a relationship because you knew that if you didn't, you would soon be looking for a really tall building off which the other person to do a swan dive? See, wasn't it better to quit rather than wind up in a cemetery or prison? Now, I am not suggesting you can quit under all times and under all circumstances. Sometimes, frankly, it's immoral to quit. For example, I don't think you can ever quit on your children, no matter how old they are, no matter how much they frustrate you, no matter how much they anger you, no matter how much they even hurt you. You have to stick with them. They're not the ones who decided to mop the kitchen floor some Saturday afternoon, begetting their arrival 9 months later. No, that was on you. You created them. You have to stick with them for the rest of your days. I also don't think you can quit on a sick relative, particularly if you've made a promise. When my widowed father was diagnosed with lung cancer, we were told he had 3 months to live. So I moved back in with him to take care of him and to oversee his medical treatment. He wound up living 18 months. Now, I'm glad he did. He got an extra year of life that we didn't think he was going to get. We got to know each other better as adults. I got to pay back just a little bit of everything that he did for me as a child. But did it hurt my career? Temporarily. Did it hurt some of my relationships? Temporarily. Did it leave me with some deep emotional scars over which I will never recover? Definitely. But what was I supposed to do? Dad, I don't know how to tell you this, and it's not you, and it's not even really the cancer. It's me. I need to get out there. I need to explore. Maybe we can get together for lunch sometime, okay? No. This is not breaking up with your high school sweetheart. This is life. Sometimes you have to stick things out. But under most other circumstances, it is perfectly okay to quit. Sometimes it's even the best choice. Let's say, for example, that I decide that I want to become an Olympic champion sprinter, like my idol, Usain Bolt. So I take a sabbatical from my job and I go into training because I am going to win the gold medal in the Olympics in the 100-meter dash. Never mind that I'm 60 years old. Never mind that I'm 40 pounds overweight. Never mind that I was slow when I was 15 and skinnier. No, I am going to do this. People are going to pay big money to watch me run, and not to laugh, but because I am the world record holder. I would hope that my friends would come to me and say, Terry, what are you doing? You're ruining your life. You're destroying yourself financially. You're harming your family. You need to quit. And I hope I would be smart enough to listen to them. History is replete with examples of ordinary people who went on to bigger and better things because they knew when to quit. The perfect example, Walt Disney. Business magazines tell us that when Walt was a young man, he got himself a job as a reporter at his hometown newspaper. He was a journalist. I'm a journalist. But after a little while, his editors came to him and said, Walt, your stories lack pizzazz. Your ideas, they lack creativity. So they fired him. Now, he probably could have gotten himself another job at another newspaper, had a 40-year career as a mediocre reporter. But he said, you know what? Maybe journalism is not for me. But I do have this idea for a cartoon mouse. I think I'm going to pursue that dream instead. Billions of dollars later, hundreds of millions of fans later, I think he made the right choice. You'll notice what I am not saying. I'm not saying you can quit just when things are getting hard. No, in fact, that is when the winners double down. If something is giving them emotional satisfaction, if it's not ruining them financially, if it's not harming their family, if they can see they can get to the level of success they need or want to get to, they're going to do whatever it takes. They're going to hire a coach. They're going to find a mentor. They're going to push across that finish line. This is the lesson we need to be teaching our children. If we tell them that it is sometimes okay to quit, they'll be willing to go out and experience a cornucopia of life. They'll try sports, music, drama, dance, science, math, because they're going to know they're not going to be locked in by some decision they made when they were 15 or 18 years old. They're going to try all the different paths until they find that one that does lead them to success, does give them emotional fulfillment, does lead them a career, maybe even makes them rich, perhaps even finds them love. This is the lesson our children need to learn. That is what we need to be teaching them. And that, my fellow Toastmasters, is no lie. Mr. Contest Master,